she got a $50,000 grant and it's forgivable.
I have a lot of money for each buyer watching us today.
Yeah.
I have the $7,000. I have a $35,000. I have a 50. I have 15.
Yeah.
I have all this option here with me right now.
Basically, you can get up to $35,000 towards your down payment and closing costs. So I'm really helping, the single mom who wants to put her kids into a house that didn't have the down payment. And I was able to help do that. And that was the most gratifying thing. I just did that last month.
Okay, that's good. Love it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Talk. I'm Dured, and as usual, joined by my brother in crime, Leo. Do you think is saving the only way to have a down payment aside, or is there any alternatives?
So I think that there are alternatives, but in my belief, I think that you want to have some skin in the game, if you can, of your own money. And if you can't, is when you want to explore the down payment assistance, because most of the time you do have to pay them back. Even if they're interest free, it's still money that has to be paid back. So, there's something to be said about that, but we do have incredible options to offer now, and we never have. So in my 23 years, this year is the first year. So not this year, 2023. And, so far in 2024 is the first time that I have really dove into the down payment assistance, because I haven't really needed to, and it hasn't really been available to us, so now it is, and it's incredible. So I'm really helping, the single mom who wants to put her kids into a house that didn't have the down payment. And I was able to help do that. And that was the most gratifying thing. I just did that last month.
You were able to cover most of her down payment?
All of her down payment.
All of it?
Yeah, she got a $50,000 grant, and it's forgivable.
Wow.
So this is a great grant. It was forgivable after 15 years, but you have to live there for 15 years or you have to pay it back, so
Is that from the county?
it's from Broward County.
This is the Broward County one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was
$50,000.
Yeah.
You
And
got her the money.
some of them,
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
It is.
So she was
It
able to
is.
do 20% down, no PMI, and, really get her payment to be affordable.
Yeah.
And it was, just a beautiful experience. I
And
loved it.
people hear that you have to pay them back after 15 years. But
Yeah.
come on, if you're going to buy a home, a lot of people stay more like the lifetime of their
Sometimes.
life just in the home. So it's literally free $50,000
Yeah.
to your home.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
And this is one of the programs.
This is one of the programs.
So you're
yeah.
saying they have to pay it back after 15 years or within the 15 years?
No, if they sell
If
it
they
or
sell.
they make it an investment property within 15 years, then you have to pay it back.
To my ears, you're telling me that I'm giving you money, and wherever you're done with what you're doing, give me the money back. So it's not really payable. It's more like if you stay in that house,
Yeah.
consider this money from me to you.
Yes.
But if you decide to sell it one day,
I want
you
my
give me
money
that
back.
money.
Yeah.
Unless
Which
you
is
sell it
so
after 15
fair.
years.
Yeah, it's very fair.
Unless you sell it
extremely-
after 15 years, this is the free money. Done. You don't have to pay it.
So if you keep the money for 15 years, you don't have to pay it back?
Correct. If you keep, yes, if you keep,
If you keep the
money,
house.
you keep
That's
the
still
house.
free money. It's just with certain rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
And 15 years,
all
it's
of
flying
them
like
have
this.
some rules, so they're all different. All the down payment assistants are different. They all have different rules. They all come with different programs and guidelines, and
Okay.
it's not a one size fits all, and a lot of the reason we didn't do a ton of it is you could qualify for the down payment assistance, but then you couldn't qualify for a mortgage. So it was kind of like not cohesive.
Isn't
So-
qualifying for a mortgage is the first step?
Yeah, but if you don't have any money to do the down payment and the closing costs, then I have to go into the down payment, and then you didn't qualify for the down payment. It was kind of difficult.
It's tough.
tough.
It's tough.
It is tough. It's not as easy.
It's not for everyone.
No, it's not for everyone, but it is for some people. And
Okay.
if you fall into that criteria, it's a really great tool to have.
So this is a program, as you mentioned. It's an amazing program. I really
Yeah.
advise everyone to try to check if you could qualify.
For sure.
But I understand it's not easy to qualify.
No, it
but
isn't.
let me
That's the
go.
Broward County, you mean?
Exactly, the Broward
Broward
County.
County.
But let me go to something it's more easy to qualify.
Okay.
And let me tell you, that's easy as is.
Yeah.
I can afford to buy a home, but the down payment is really hurting me. I cannot save. And for anyone right now in the millennials age, it's like hard to save money.
so
You know,
hard.
it's everything expensive.
Fortune.
So it's very hard to save the money, but I have money, I have stable income, I have everything,
Yeah.
but I don't have the down payment.
Right.
What I can do.
So right now, it's a great time if this is what you want to do right now. So we have Hometown Heroes, which is coming July 1st. But, a misconception is people have to wait till July 1st. You don't. You can start right now. You can start looking. You can get under contract.
They just can't close before.
Right.
What is it?
July 1st, the fund is going to be replenished. And so basically you can get up to $35,000 towards your down payment and closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be a first time home buyer. You have to work in Florida in like a brick and mortar type office.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you work in the state, you're good to go. And it's really, that one's not that difficult to qualify for.
But that's only for the Hometown Heroes.
No, it's not. So it's if you work in Florida, you don't have to be a hero. In the beginning it was, but yeah, they've changed it. You could be anything.
So initially it was only for
firefighters, doctors,
right, for certain type of employment.
Yes.
But now it's for everyone, as long as they can qualify.
Correct.
And the qualification is?
What is the qualification?
So you have to be a first time home buyer. There is an income limit requirement, but it's a nice hefty one. It's like, I think like, I don't know it by heart, but I think it's like they just changed it 135 maybe. So it's not like a.
What is the 135? What do you mean?
You can't make more than an income limit. You can't make more.
Your annual income.
135.
I think 135,000.
135,000.
Might even be a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like roughly.
Yes, I'd say up to
number.
150.
Which is a great limit.
Really good.
Most people
do that.
Most people do that, but a lot of down payment assistance cap you off at like 75,000. So you can't make more than 75,000.
That's where the Hometown Hero is special.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
So like the Broward County one, they have very strict income limits. So a lot of times they can't even qualify for a mortgage with such a small amount of income, but they can qualify for the down payment assistance. So you can't get both, it's difficult.
So let's stick on the Hometown Heroes, up to 35,000 toward your down payment.
Yep.
And you can
do 5%
do
up to 35,000. So if you buy something for 200, the most you could get would be 10,000. So if the higher in purchase price, the higher the down payment.
What about the credit score? What is the requirement?
So as long as you are, you get an approved eligible with like with our desktop underwriting, you should be good. I don't think that there's a credit score requirement. I think as long as you have but don't quote me on that. I'd have to refresh because they're new guidelines.
Just give me what is the all requirement. Give it to me in a fast way. What is all requirement in order to be able to...
the main ones are for you're a first-time home buyer, unless you're a veteran. If you're a veteran, you can qualify and it doesn't matter. That you work in Florida in a brick and mortar place for the last, I think it's 2 years, you have to be working in Florida.
So can't be working remotely.
You cannot, if you have an office in Florida, I think you could work remotely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's
so it's easy peasy. That's
it's not difficult.
Yeah, there is not much requirement.
No,
Now, one thing that most people, I believe, don't know the difference.
Yeah.
First-time home buyer, define this.
Okay, so a first-time home buyer is someone that has not owned real estate for the last 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Easy. Not everyone.
So if they own a home every 4 years, they're still considered a first-time home buyer.
3 full years have to pass before you can close on a new home and get the options that are available for a first-time home buyer, which would be some of the down payment assistance and the ability to put 3% down. So that's for a first-time home buyer on a conventional loan. So
you guys basically filtering the investors.
Yeah.
You don't want investor to take advantage of something they should not take advantage of.
Exactly.
We're talking about just first-time home buyers who they own the right of owning a home in this situation when we live in today in America.
That's who they're helping.
Everyone, I think everyone here in America have the right to buy a home.
Agreed.
And this is programs come in this time to help them do like having this dream.
Yeah.
I really don't like to call it dream anymore. I think it should be more as a right.
Yeah.
Like you have the right to own your home.
Yeah.
Not live all your life renting.
Agreed. Amen.
So these programs come today to help these people to get their home, to get this dream or the right.
Yes. So
Wonderful.
Hometown, we did tons of it and it was awesome. I think, so the thing is though, you do have to pay that back, so it's not, and although I think it's a fantastic program with rates being higher right now, most people are going to refinance in the next 12 to 24 months. It's just what's going to happen. So when you do that and you want to do that with the Hometown Heroes, they have to pay that back at the time of the refi. So if they're borrowing the full amount and they have no equity, it's going to make it tough.
Okay.
So they might not be able to take advantage of refinancing. So I have that conversation with every buyer because I want them to know that, because it could impact their result
But if they're not refinancing, when they should pay the money back? because it's not a
When they
monthly
sell
payment,
it,
right?
when they sell it.
Whenever, 20, 10,
Doesn't
15
matter
years,
when.
100
Yeah,
years.
this money has
Doesn't
to
You're
matter.
going to
It has
give me
to
this
be paid. I have to
35
lean
But
bucks.
it's
against your
borrowed
house.
money
Yeah,
and
yeah,
no
it's-
interest.
No interest.
No interest.
That's fantastic.
I will
There's no
take that
interest.
every day.
Yeah.
100%. But hopefully your property is appreciated enough where it
course.
doesn't matter. Right.
15
It's more
years?
than hopefully. It's like
15 years is like
100%.
certainty it's going to
Right. But
appreciate.
most people
Yeah.
refinance. So like that, you have to just keep that in mind. When you own a home, the average homeowner refinances every few years, whether they pull money out.
Especially with a high interest rate.
Yeah, well, definitely with that, but also equity's at an all-time high. So I'm doing a lot of cash out refinances right now where people are taking advantage of their equity, paying off debt, buying an investment property, sending their kids to college, whatever it
Which
is.
shouldn't be a problem when they
Yeah.
have a
you
high
know,
equity.
you know what they say, like they say, like there is nothing such a thing, nothing for everything.
Correct.
So when you're doing this, yeah, you said like, I want to refinance. What if the interest rate go down? I cannot refinance. But
Yeah.
come on, I'm letting you know now, I'm giving you the money to buy a home.
Right.
You cannot just take advantage of everything in the world.
Correct.
Just one thing.
Agreed.
So there is nothing such a thing, like nothing for everything.
No. So it's like pay me now or pay me later.
Exactly.
But maybe sock a little money away. So if you have to come to the closing table on your refinance with the money to pay off the Hometown Heroes, at that point, you have some more time to save, something like that.
So in a simple way, that's program will make me go to the closing table without a down payment, without having down payment.
It depends on what the purchase price is, but it
Okay,
could be. Yeah,
almost.
I did a Hometown Heroes. I think the last one I closed was VA, $0.
Of course.
He came
They
out
deserve
with
that.
zero.
VA, they
It was
deserve
100%,
$100.
and then the Hometown Heroes covered all his closing costs.
Beautiful.
So Hometown Heroes goes toward down payment and closing
It
costs.
does, but a VA loan's 100%
Already
financing. So
yes.
all we would need is the closing
Right,
costs.
right.
They
So
deserve every dollar.
They do deserve. And I
Yeah.
actually specialize in VA loans.
Really?
Yeah, I've taken a lot of courses and certifications and super passionate about it. I think,
Well,
yeah.
VA guys, Julie G, is your lady.
For
I am.
VA,
Yeah. I
can take care of
your
you.
lady, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Ladies
but
and gentlemen.
it's the best performing loan out there. There are it's the easiest loan to qualify for guideline wise. There's so many, I could do a whole podcast on it, but there's
exactly.
so many
I think let's
misconceptions.
let's keep it.
Yeah.
Just make
You
it
wanna
a
keep it down
teasement.
payment?
Yes,
Yeah, teasing.
tease the viewers
All
with
right, I'll tease
something
you a
like
little
that,
bit with that.
and we'll leave it for
We'll come
another
back with the
episode.
And I
VA
like how
podcast.
she have the energy. I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna come to this podcast more than one time.
Twice.
She have the energy already. She's like, guys, like I don't care what you're gonna say. I'm coming
coming
here
back.
every other week.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'll be a guest
I would
spot.
love
She
to.
already throws
Yeah.
I would
bombs
love to.
I
already.
love it. I love talking about it. Yeah.
We might put you here in the middle as a third host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Oh,
so
that would be
in. Yes.
fun. We
I
need
would
like
be a good
somebody
host.
else. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. We
love
still
that.
have masks now. You don't take her place. Okay.
No, we have more programs.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Okay, yeah,
like,
so,
like,
all right,
just
so
don't
we
take
did-
mask place as a host.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not gonna take.
We're
her time now.
digressing. So yeah, we did Hometown Heroes. It's coming. So again, though, begin now and then secure it because it does go quickly. So I actually just made a video today about it. I think it's important for people to know they don't have to wait. Get it going. Get your application in. Get your offer accepted. Get everything at the bank. Order the appraisal, and then we can close
Lock this money.
ASAP. Yeah, and make sure you get the money because
Okay.
the whole state of Florida takes these funds. It's not just Broward County or Dade or whatever. It's everywhere. So they go quick. Everyone's excited about
So
it.
first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
so
fund
it's,
is like 100 million?
it's 100 million.
100 million.
It goes really quick though.
Don't hear 100 million and say, oh, it's too much. It goes very fast.
It does. And
Yeah.
the
Very
fast.
second one went, I think, in like 45 days. It was insane. It
Yeah.
went so quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got the Broward County up to 80,000. It's a little bit
Yes.
difficult to qualify, but there you go.
Yep.
And we have the
Hometown Heroes.
The Hometown Heroes up
Yep.
to
And then
35.
we have this brand new one that's exclusive to just mortgage brokers. So banks can't touch it. Retail channels can't touch it.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
Amazing. It's funded by UWM.
Monopoly now.
Did you guys go up
Oh,
to
of
Michigan?
course.
I
Yeah,
heard
we're
you
in
did.
Michigan. They're
I
amazing.
didn't go that time, but
They are
I just went
amazing.
a couple weeks ago. So they rolled out this new program exclusive for brokers. It's amazing. It's 100% financing, 0% down, and it's a conventional loan product. You do have to have a 700 credit score, but it's amazing. I mean, you can have the seller pay for your closing costs, do a seller concession.
Now tell me more about this.
Okay, so
this
tell me
is a
what you
new
want.
thing.
This is new.
This is how new is this?
It's like 2 weeks old.
Okay.
2 weeks
That's
old.
that's
Okay.
very fresh.
So
yeah.
100%
Out of
cover.
It's 100% covered. It's up to 3% covered. So if you bought a $500,000 house, you could get up to $15,000. It's 3% up to $15,000, and it goes all towards your down payment, or closing costs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And which is mostly the average house price now.
Yeah.
Which is from 4 to 500,000.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. But even if you went to 6 or 7, you could, take the 15,000
Still
and
get
then
the 15, right?
you
Cover
cover
the-
the spread. Right. So
The only requirement is 700 credit score or up,
and it has to be a conventional loan.
which is not that bad.
It's
No,
not.
700 should be.
That's-
No income limit. So that's another
No
thing.
income
No
limits.
income limit. So a lot
Wow.
of them have income limits and you can't touch them. This says no income limit. You have to have a decent credit score.
You should get approved from the mortgage first before using any program.
Yes.
So that's 100%. I want everyone to know. You should always
Definitely.
get approved
Yes.
as a mortgage before talking about any program.
100%. Because then what I do is I'll look at everything and then say, well, this is what I have available to you. And this is going to be the best option for you based on whatever the criteria.
So Julie, if someone wants to talk to you right now, should he remember all this or
No.
just give you a call to Julie, this is my situation. Tell me what is fit me.
That.
Right?
Choice.
So just a call.
Just like anything else.
Okay.
And people call and people get uncomfortable about talking about money and financing.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so I'm very sensitive to that. But I do this all day, every day. It's like such clockwork for me that I don't expect anybody, even if they bought 5 houses, to remember any of the vocabulary, any of the procedures. That I will walk you through it 1,000 times and explain something to you 1,000 times and send you a video that I made on it so you can watch it 1,000 times. There's no too many questions. I always want people to feel comfortable. There's no bad question. And it's overwhelming. It's not overwhelming to me because I do it all day, but just like any other
I think that
profession.
makes total sense. And
Yeah.
it's a mindset.
It is.
Guys, you go to the doctor will explain everything you have. And you're still not going to cut yourself and heal yourself or treat yourself. You're going to trust the doctor to treat you. And that's the same way. It's too much complicated for someone to comprehend how to move forward with it. This information is for educational purposes, is for you to have an idea what's possible and what's not.
It's not to
But
qualify
it's
yourself.
always, exactly.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
always it's one case scenario. So each
It's
case has
very
different.
individualized.
Right.
Yes, it's not a broad thing, and every person's so different. So I look at the whole picture, and I really always start with a budget. I want to talk about, well, what do you like to do, and do you travel, and do you like to go out to eat, and really at the end of the day, what are you comfortable with when you go to bed at night and you put your head on the pillow? How much your monthly payment is? Are you going to stress out about it, or are you going to be like, I'm okay with that? And we talk about it, so I don't want you, and I don't want my realtors either going out and showing homes and then them making offers. And this happened to me in the beginning.
Exactly.
And then they have buyer's remorse. I didn't know the payment was going to be that high.
Yeah.
We talk about that way in the beginning. You know what your payment's going to be.
Is the one of the first steps. So
Absolutely.
no, I like what you're saying. And to remind people, you work with money.
Yeah.
So you work with numbers, with money.
Yep.
You are the only one who can do this job and qualify them and approve them and get them approved and everything. So you are the one who they should go first.
Yes.
And let me tell me about my favorite program,
Okay.
which is
Before the
What's your favorite?
program.
Where is it?
I just want to throw something out there.
Throw it.
She has the 0 down payment,
Yeah.
the 0% down payment cover, so 100% financing.
Yeah.
We got the closing cost covered. So
Yeah.
this is a team.
Yeah.
If we want to have someone paying 0 out of pocket,
Yep.
you're covering the down payment. We can get the concession from the seller to cover the
Correct.
closing cost.
Yes.
And with that, it's literally zero.
Zero.
You're taking the keys and moving in.
Yep.
We can do that.
Thank you for
with the
mentioning
help-
this. Thank you
with
for
the
mentioning
help
this.
of you as our partner lender, and I think that's great.
It is.
I think it never did that ever happen before,
Never. No.
to have 0 out of pocket and still own a home.
No. Not unless it was VA. No.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying. It's going to right the
goosebumps.
good way.
No, it's
Literally,
Yeah,
it's
It's
That's a
amazing.
good thing.
And also we talked about this before. Everything's so expensive right now, and inflation
It's crazy
It's
expensive.
crazy. You can't go to the grocery store without spending for dinner like $200.
Don't let me talk. Don't let me start.
I know.
I never wish-
I'm not that guy to complain. I really don't like to complain in my life.
Yeah.
But like some things that is like unbelievable. It's like
obscene.
I went to like, in Florida we have those like organic farmers or whatever.
I love that.
Everyone like to eat healthy, right?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm going there
Grass-fed.
and I don't like a lot of things. I just like mangoes. And basically my wife let me buy the mango. I don't like mangoes either.
You don't like them?
And I got 3 of mangoes and she looking at the cheese bar. She don't even eat cheese, but she looking there. And I'm staying the cashier in the line to buy these 3 mangoes. And the lady just told me like $35.
For
So
mangoes?
like, no, you're confusing me. I'm just 3 mango. The guy behind me, he bought all this like shit, whatever. I'm like, yeah, $35. And I'm like,
For 3 mangoes.
yeah,
What?
and I'm this time.
Come on.
I swear to God, it's in Homestead. I don't.
Did you buy them?
I'm very shy guy, and I
What?
look behind me.
For
and,
mango? You can go to a tree and
I
pick
look
it.
behind me, and there's like a few people. So, fuck
You
off.
flexed and you bought the mango. Well, were
gave
they
them.
good?
And we are a man, like we are like,
Yeah,
like,
bet
we
they're
don't
good
hurt
though.
our
I bet
ego.
they're
Tell me they were good.
It doesn't matter. They're not worth
It's
one
so,
You don't even
dollar.
so
eat 'em.
random. It's so random. It's like mango. Come on, like
No.
it's just a mango.
You didn't
Like-
even tell the difference.
No.
I tried hard to like literally like enjoy
Love
it. And
it.
every time I told my wife like, see, I told you it worth the money. She told me like, no, you just like you just like
You're just
saying that.
Yeah, you're trying to lie.
There's no
okay.
way that's worth the money. It's mango.
So-
It's not like it was like a steak or something.
Right? It's like what the hell? So let's go back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
Yeah,
expensive.
with this
Everything's
program,
expensive, right? So you would think when things are inflated that we wouldn't have all of this money, So that's why it's also surprising to me. I'm like, this is just so not expected, but we're able to give and make it a little bit easier.
Correct.
And we have the buy down, like the rate buy down. So even if they want to pay their own closing costs, we could get a seller concession. So get 100%
Right.
financing, pay the rate down. There's so many ways to make it affordable.
we
That's
can get the best
$7,000
deal
Yeah,
ever
and we have the
by teaming
You
up.
love that's your favorite one.
That's my
your
favorite one.
Well,
I kind of love that one too.
$7,000. It's a free money.
It's free money.
I know it's free money,
free.
but you leave the best for the last.
last? Okay,
That's
so-
what we're doing. So we're trying to
Okay.
tease more. Why did you say the number?
Okay, no, $700,
just-
$7,
He got excited.
You
$7.
cut
He
that
got
out
excited.
with editing.
I agree. I love that one too. And I actually love that one because it doesn't have to get paid back. So depending on the loan size, I would, and if they qualify for that one, I'm going to push that one because it's not repayable.
I have a lot of buyers qualify for that.
It's
Thank
the
you.
best.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
My
guys.
buyers
I have
too,
a
yeah.
lot of buyers.
Good.
When they leave a review for me in Google and Zillow, they're like,
Yes.
thank you for the 7,000. And they reply like, you're welcome. Go thank Julie or go thank whatever who I'm
Yeah.
working with. Because
I know.
I was the door to open this.
Yeah.
But mostly you guys who did make this happen.
No, I think mostly you do, because you
Thank
know
you.
about I think it's so important to educate real estate agents.
Thank you for giving us the credit.
100%.
I appreciate it.
Without you, your buyer wouldn't have gotten to one
It's
of
a
us,
team effort.
You're right.
And we
It
believe
is.
it's the team
So
effort.
do I. Cheers to that.
Working together,
Yeah.
that's how we guarantee the best deal possible to our buyer.
Agree.
If our buyer is working with us, but having his own lender, there's only so much we can do,
Yeah.
right? We can't just guarantee everything. We
No.
can't guarantee our part. We'll always do the best. We'll always
course.
do what we can to get the best deal.
Yeah.
But the lender is plays a very crucial role
Yeah.
in order to seal the best deal possible. And with those programs, I never wish to be a first-time home buyer like now.
Yeah, I agree
The
with
first-time home buyer is getting the sweetest
They are.
ever.
They are.
you.
Yeah.
So did you leave something for Mask?
No, we still didn't hear
You
about
wanna
the
hear
best program,
So
the,
the best
7,000.
program, it is a really great one. So this is really contingent on where you live. So in 5 seconds, I can put your address into our database and see if you qualify. Because if you don't, it's going to say ineligible. And if your address qualifies,
Eligible.
you're eligible. So it takes 2 seconds. So, I think it's a really great tool for an agent to be able to talk to a buyer about, hey, in 5 minutes, I can tell you if you can get free money, so
It's never been easier.
it's never, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
never been easier. And if you're not having that conversation as an agent, you're doing the buyer a disservice because you're giving them free money, period. So
What you just said is really nice.
Yeah.
If an agent is not going and looking for the best interest of their client and especially getting them the money that they can save, they're doing them a disservice.
I agree. And a lot of new agents might be intimidated by that. They don't want to talk about money. They don't want to talk about the financing.
That's our job.
It's your job.
Yeah.
It's not just to open the doors and write the contract. It's to give them a well-rounded experience and save them money.
That's right.
If you can do that, you're a lifelong relationship.
This money is
with
for
that.
you. And I'm just telling you that's, hey, come pick up your money.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. I have a lot of money for each buyer watching us today.
Yeah.
I have the $7,000. I have a $35,000. I have a 50. I have 15.
Yeah.
I have all this option here with me right now.
Right.
Just either pick up the phone or come pick up your money.
Yeah.
Like easy. That's it.
It's so easy.
It's that simple.
I
I'm
agree.
serious,
and it's,
right?
And it's one
All it takes is that.
conversation. And it takes one conversation. So,
And you're not losing anything.
or a DM.
Exactly. Or DM. Exactly.
DM.
Just DM me.
Yeah.
DM me or DM
Or
Julie G.
mention me in your story. I will come to you.
Do
that
anything.
much.
We'll do whatever it takes. It takes what it takes to get it done. But if you don't have that conversation with your buyers, that you offer that as our partnership, you have that at your fingertips. All of you guys do, and it's a huge W.
No, you are amazing. Thank you for all this information.
You guys
Leo,
are
did you hear
amazing.
that?
No.
80,000 if you're buying in Weston.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
80,000.
Yeah.
Just go to Weston. 80,000. You can get them the 80,000
I
if
can get them
they
80,000
qualify.
if they qualify.
You hear that?
If they
80,000.
qualify for a mortgage in Weston, and
yeah.
if that's okay, they can take the 80,000 in Weston.
Yeah.
That's wow.
They can.
80,000. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
No.
That's 10% of an average house price in Weston.
Right.
Yeah.
But the income limit's like really low. So
Right.
someone that's going to buy that type of
just-
house,
It's
probably
tough,
a
but
condo or
possible.
something like that. Yeah.
Tough but possible. Tough
Everything's
but possible.
possible. It just takes the right formula and the right person navigating all of the stuff, But yeah, anything's possible.
So
Want to give one more chance to Mask?
I want to just give it a quick chance,
quick
maybe.
chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or and
down for a
let's
quickie.
finish up
Okay.
because my tea is done. I'm thirsty and I want to
Your
go
tea is
home.
Go home.
Yeah,
You're
and,
mad that
uh,
you're not sleeping.
I'm so I love sleep. Like I really like care about my health.
So do I.
I'm getting older. Come on.
No, you're not. But
You're
I love
teaming up
sleeping
against
too.
me now?
Yeah.
I love sleeping too. So you don't have to be shy.
No,
about
sleep is
that.
important. Like
It's the
I don't
it's the
understand how
most
people
important.
sleep less than 8 hours. I'm like I'm like 7 hours minimum.
I try to get 7. Sometimes I go to 6. But
Okay, I will send you a book, not the book physical. I will send you the name of the book.
Okay.
Read it.
What book?
Why We Sleep.
Okay.
After you read this book, you will minimum sleep 7 hours. Go Max.
I try. Okay, go Max.
Yeah. Mask.
My son's name is
My
Max.
bad. It's my bad. I started.
It's in my head. Max.
You wanna do the pleasure?
Of asking her a question?
Just starting the conversation.
Okay.
1.
Mask, ask me a question about mortgages and down payment assistance that you, I don't know.
Whatever you want, Mask. Ask her
ask
a
me
question.
any question.
Put her in the corner.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be mortgage related.
Just put her in the corner.
Put me in
Anything
the
about
corner.
lending.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Anything about lending. She's like, you guys are nuts.
Hey, Durid, Leo, and Julie. Today, I'm a desperate dreamer with my eyes set on that perfect house. Julie, tell me this. What if I found my dream home and all I have saved is enough to cover a large pizza and maybe some breadsticks? Are there any down payment assistance programs that can magically turn my pizza money into a home down payment? Or should I start getting cozy with my pizza box?
Get cozy, I think.
I mean, everyone loves pizza, but so we did just talk about all the
Yeah,
down payments. But here is some things people don't know. So aside from that, you can get a gift. So if you don't have any money, but you do have a mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin.
Do you have?
What do you want me to ask?
Yeah, ask her. Do you have anyone to give you a gift?
Do you have anybody to give you a gift? Oh, I'm supposed to interact. Do you sorry.
It's all right.
Do you have anybody that could give you a gift to help you with the down payment or closing costs?
Yeah, you can interact with her.
She's not answering.
She's thinking.
Oh, she's thinking.
You put her in the corner.
All right.
Yeah, that's how
Now she's like,
Well, Julie,
Yeah.
if I could count on my family for that, I'd probably be asking for a vacation instead. But seriously,
I
what
got
if I
you.
don't have anyone to gift me the down payment? Are there still options out there?
Put her in the corner.
Or am I back to dreaming with my pizza?
Do you have a 401k right now?
Yeah, I do have a 401k. Is that something I can tap into for a down payment without ruining my retirement plans?
Absolutely. You can do something called a hardship withdrawal if you're buying a primary residence, and you can borrow against your 401k. And a lot of first-time home buyers do this. You can pull out some of the money. You'd have to contact your company to find out exactly how much. And then we can use that as your down payment and closing costs. It's very common. Is that something that you would be interested in?
That sounds like a solid option, Julie. I didn't realize I could use my 401k like that. Thanks for the tip. Definitely something to consider.
Awesome.
Mask, do you have any question for Julie that's not work and mortgage lending related?
Hey, Julie, switching gears a bit. What do you do to unwind after a long day of dealing with all these complicated mortgage and
like
lending
that.
issues? Do you have any fun hobbies or guilty pleasures?
Guilty. Give me the guilty pleasure.
What the guilty pleasures? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is a super highly stressed. Yes. So this is a super highly stressful job. So my guilty pleasures, I don't really have that many. Okay, let me think. But my unwinding pleasures is I do practice a lot of yoga, a lot every day.
Yoga.
Wow.
So that's my saving grace. It's what keeps me sane. I meditate every day.
That's
I
nice.
walk a lot, like probably 4 or 5 miles a day.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
All the thing you mentioned, I can tell.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously, I can tell.
It's what keeps me sane. And I come up with my most creative ideas and ways out of like crazy transactions when I'm walking. Like I don't bring my phone and I unwind that way. But okay, so now we're going to go guilty pleasures. I think it's not even something that I'm guilty about, but I
So-
like live music. Like I
Yeah.
could go to any concert. Like I love music is
Cool.
my love language. I'm going to Red Rocks on Friday in
Oh.
Colorado.
That's cool.
So yeah, that is my guiltiest pleasure. I'll spend as much money on a concert ticket.
Here we go. You got your answer.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome, Julie. Yoga, meditation, and long walks sound like the perfect way to stay balanced. And live music at Red Rocks? Now that's a guilty pleasure I can totally get behind.
I love
Thanks
her.
for sharing.
She's
Wrap
funny.
up.
Wrap
Mask,
it up.
wrap up everything. We're
She's
done
funny as
today.
hell.
Yeah, you take the wrap up. You
We're
do
done.
an outro the episode, and
And make it funny as you, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, she's funny.
All right, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode of Real Estate Talk. We've journeyed through the highs and lows of credit scores, employment stability, and even how to turn pizza money into a down payment. Huge thanks to our rock star guest, Julie, for sharing her wisdom and guilty pleasures with us. Remember, whether you're a job-hopping millennial, a gig economy rock star, or just someone dreaming big with a small wallet, there's hope out there for you. Keep those 401ks handy, find your zen with yoga, and don't forget to treat yourself to some live music. Until next time,
She hit
keep
your
dreaming
heart.
big,
Sure.
saving those pennies, and maybe invest in a good pair of walking shoes. This is Mask signing off with Durid and Leo. Catch you later, real estate enthusiasts.
I love it.
That was cool.
That was really good.
guys.
Good job, you guys. That was fun.
Oh my
Thank
God, that was
you.
so
Thank
cool.
you, Julie.